So, I know it's been a while, and we are like 3 weeks into quarantine here. Do you need to use some things here?
I think I see where you're going with this, and I was going to go the same direction, but we'll see what happens. I'm good. I mean, I could probably use a shave.
You're okay? I mean, do you need to use my laundry? My laundry's still working because you are wearing the exact same thing you did last week, John.
Look who's talking.
What do you mean, look who's talking?
You're wearing the same shirt, too.
No, I'm not. I wore a hoodie last week.
Well, you didn't.
I most certainly did.
I don't believe you.
I wore a hoodie last week.
I don't think so.
And so, I don't know, man.
I mean, it's the same hat.
Yeah, you got the same sunglasses with you, same hat.
My hair hasn't changed much, but I do need to shave again. Actually, I don't mind this.
Oh,
I hate that bush. It drives me nuts.
Well, speaking of bush, you saw that they are offering a 3-month free beer supply.
I did, yes. Dog. Yes. I love that. Now, if I could just find one. A lot of the shelters in this area around here are saying they're completely cleaned out of animals right now. Like a lot of the dogs in a lot of shelters, there aren't anymore.
People eating them?
God, I hope not. I'm going to have a lot of people to shoot if they are.
Why all of a sudden a run on animals?
I don't know. I've been seeing this on Facebook. It's been on the news. I heard it on the radio on the way here tonight.
But people are saying that... I don't understand. People are saying that they're dropping off animals at shelters, too.
I've heard that, too, because they're morons. And I'll leave it at that, because I get pretty touchy about animals and such. So,
okay, well, anyways,
yeah.
Different subject. This is episode 51.
Oh, yeah, it is.
How did your raid on Area 51 go?
I didn't participate in that crap. You kidding me?
I thought you were going to go.
No. Why the hell would I do that? That's in, what is it, Nevada?
Well, yeah. You never been to Nevada? I've been pretty near Area 51.
Closest I've been to Nevada is Minnesota.
Not very close at all.
No. Point in case. I do know a guy. You mentioned near it. So my buddy's dad was on a fishing trip out there in a lake that borders Area 51. And
Groom Lake?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
No, radios or anything. No cell phones back then. And yeah, apparently they, anchor line kind of broke and they drifted into the restricted area and were immediately surrounded by military boats, helicopters, and a couple of big Hummers.
I can see that.
Yeah. Scared the crap out of him. No idea what was going on or where he was or anything at the time.
I think I know where I want to go with this episode. You ready for some fun tonight?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. We've been enjoying this finely mixed beverage here.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's time to hit the trail, lock in those hubs, and throw it into low range. Because you are listening to Wheelin with Keith and Johnny Orange, broadcasting from the Thin Line Off-Road Studio. They're here to talk about 4x4s, trucks, and everything to do with enjoying the great outdoors. Buckle up. Here's your hosts, Keith and Johnny Orange.
So, Area 51. Obviously, we don't know what's on it. We don't know. We know they got some Humvees, probably some old Jeeps. They got some big old military trucks, things like that. We're never going to know for sure what's really there.
No, they've got it officially stated as an open training range.
I do know that for many, many years at Area 51, if people got too close to the borders of it, they were met by guards in a white Jeep Cherokee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was
nice.
That was kind of like a famous thing, and I don't know if that's still the case, but it used to be. And I think eventually they went to Suburbans, but for a long time, that was the thing, was once you saw a white Jeep Cherokee coming at you, you better turn around and go the other way.
See, I'm a Jeep guy. I'd go up and I'd be waving at him. Just keep going.
Well, that was something I always thought would be kind of fun. Like, I think that's one of the worst colors for a Jeep Cherokee.
I agree. I'm not a big fan of them.
I'm not a big
like dark
white
color.
Yeah, I'm not a white altogether on
I
vehicles.
hate shiny bright crap. I want dark, black, no chrome, no shiny anything. But that's what I like.
I always thought it'd be cool to maybe build a wheeling rig like an XJ, like do a white one, and then like stencil on the side of it, Area 51 surveillance. team or something like that.
That would be sweet.
Just see how many
Ultra
people.
quiet exhaust system, of
Yeah,
course.
see how many people get the joke. For sure.
That would be awesome.
But here's the question that I want to pose tonight. Obviously, someday in the future, I hope that it's us, or maybe even an alien civilization out there. But if you were going to wheel on another planet, and you were going to wheel, or even just on the moon, I mean, obviously we have supposedly wheeled on the moon with the lunar rover, or whatever they called that thing.
I don't know, lunar something.
Yeah, they had the off-road buggy that
the
they
moon
took.
buggy.
Yeah, the moon buggy. And I think Firestone developed the wheels / tires for it.
Nice.
There was a bunch of different things.
Google that real quick.
Yeah, look it up,
Curious
man.
Now.
But
I have no internet. Never mind.
yeah, well, if you're gonna wheel on the surface of another planet, there's an example there. So the moon's not a different planet; it's a moon. It's a satellite that goes around us. But like I said, supposedly, of course, probably we did send someone to the moon, and they took a vehicle and their moon buggy and they drove around on the moon. And
that's what we need to get for the museum.
A moon buggy?
The ultimate off-road vehicle.
Yeah, no, I've actually, believe it or not, I've looked into it. There was a college, I don't remember who did it, but maybe 10 years ago, built a 100% replica as a science project.
Yeah.
They built one to say, okay, how can we do this and this and this and this? It was donated to another museum, and that museum has it on display.
That'd be cool, but nice.
But it would be super cool. Yeah, if there's maybe a tech center out there or somebody that wants to build a replica moon buggy, we would love to display it at the museum.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't look anything up. Your internet is out again.
Yeah, I can tell that. It's producer Andrew and Stephanie over there who are using all of the internet on us. But
it's rethinking.
It's rethinking.
Hold on. Yeah, we'll keep going. I'm not going to trust it.
Well, but here's the thing. So
could be this thing too.
Let's say you're on the lunar surface or you're on another planet, and you're going to do some off-roading. So, or like I said, you're an alien species, and you're going to do some off-roading. What are our limitations? What are we going to do? What ifs?
That's a good question.
Well, like the moon.
That's a good question.
The moon buggy, that thing, I didn't know until I read about it, apparently folded into basically a suitcase.
Really?
Yeah. The whole car folded in the middle, folded again, different ways. The tires folded down, and it was made so it was packaged up. And then they could get it to the moon surface.
That's cool.
We should have producer Andrew speak about this, who's wearing his NASA t-shirt today. He probably knows a lot about the moon buggy. But they apparently, when they landed on the moon, they pulled this thing out, they unfolded it, locked it all together. It was electric. Awesome. They were able to do. And it wasn't, originally I thought they did it just to be a publicity stunt of, we can drive a car on the moon. No, the reason they did it was so they could travel a lot of distance on the moon, because prior to that, previous moon missions, they were only able to go as far as they could walk with their constraints of air. You and I being divers, we know about that.
Oh, yeah.
How much air, how much time, rebreathers, things like that. Where with the moon buggy, they were able to take additional air packs with them. And I think, now mind you, this has been probably, I haven't done any research on this right now. This has probably been months since I've even read about this thing, but I want to say they were able to travel something like 120 miles of surface. Now, I don't know if that was linear or just all over the place, but they were able to travel a significant amount of the moon's surface because they had built this off-roader for the moon.
Yeah. Now imagine that today with the battery technology we have now.
Yeah, can you imagine like a Tesla on the moon?
Dude, they launched one.
Well, they not to the moon.
Not
they launched
the moon,
it.
They launched
it into
a
space.
full-blown Tesla into space.
We actually did a This Day in Off-Road History for the museum about the Tesla and Starman.
Yeah.
Today, they lost contact, but by the trajectory, it should be just past Pluto.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's still a planet. I don't care what anybody says. It will always be a planet. It was in my book of planets when I was a kid. No. It's a planet. Yes.
Pluto is not a planet. Everyone knows Pluto is a Disney cartoon dog. But that puts into question, as we all know, what the heck is Goofy?
I don't know, but if we're gonna get into this, let's not talk about Uranus for too long.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on. So the moon buggy, they had this thing. They put it together, and they were able to do it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But other planets are going to have other,
different terrain.
Yeah, different terrain,
Yeah.
things like that. I did read just a little while ago that NASA has partnered with Toyota to produce another moon buggy for the next moon landing and one that they can use on Mars.
Nice.
And the concepts, have you seen the concepts of it?
I haven't heard anything about this.
What's kind of cool is it looks like an old FJ40, the front end.
Nice.
It's got like the Toyota grill on it.
Nice. Back to something simple. What works?
Yeah, what works. So
That's perfect for this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
Toyota is working with their technology departments to build another
See,
moon.
I would figure whatever it is, you got to have something lightweight.
Yeah.
Now, and the moon might be different because of the gravity difference. You might need something with more weight to keep you down.
Yeah, I don't know on that, man.
But
I don't know.
God, can you imagine getting air up there? How great that would be. You gotta
Oh,
kill
yeah.
to shoot off.
Yeah,
That'd
absolutely.
probably be pretty hard, but that would be so cool to go there.
To the moon or to another planet?
Well, both.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd prefer like the Stargate there. Just walk through a circle of water looking stuff. But that'd be cool.
I fully believe as an explorer at heart and going different places, I fully believe I will go to another planet someday.
I would love to. The whole Mars taking 2 years to get there. As long as I can get back, I'd be willing to do that.
Yeah.
4 years of your life to give up just to go walk on another planet in a heartbeat.
Yeah. No,
That would be amazing.
I gotta say, I'd probably, if it wasn't for the kids, I would probably do that. But
Yeah.
But I do think I'll go there someday. I don't think it's going to take me 2 years to get there.
Yeah, hopefully not.
We're speaking science fiction, Area 51. I am one of the maybe couple thousand Americans that have signed up to be cryogenically frozen when I die.
I've seen that in a TV episode.
It's going to happen, man. I mean, I might get woken up in 400 years, and who knows what the future is going to be like. I'm excited, but see,
I'm going to find you. I'm going to take a Sharpie and draw something on your forehead. So when you wake up and you see that was me.
nice. With me, that just shows my internal optimism. I believe that no matter what happens out there, this virus that we're in right now, or whatever war we ever get into, or whatever like that, we're going to get through it as a human race, and we're going to persevere, and we're going to eventually go to other planets, and we're going to, I watched
spread it there
on Netflix. Yeah, spread it there on Netflix.
I'm sorry.
Have you watched that? I'm trying to think of the name of it right now. Altered Carbon?
Yes. I haven't watched the second season yet, but
the second season's weird, man.
I kind of gathered that from the preview.
Yeah, it's weird and slow, but
I kind of want to rewatch season one because I know there's some crossover stuff. I don't quite remember all the details about it.
There is.
Yeah, dude, I liked it, though. It was really good.
One of the things that, speaking of futuristic off-roading, and I remember this from years ago, did you ever see the old show Terra Nova?
I told you about that show.
Did you really?
Yeah, pretty sure I did.
It's a good show,
Or maybe
isn't it?
you told me about it at some point.
Well, whatever the case may be.
Dude, I love
it's
it.
supposed to be, it's a show that takes place like in the year 2100 / 3 million years in the past.
Yeah.
Because they go back in time, but they take their futuristic 2100 vehicles back to 3 million years in the past.
They still need to come back with season 2.
And you notice they had solid axles in their off-road vehicles?
I don't remember that right now. It's been a while since I've seen it.
They're off-road vehicles that they bop around 3 million years in the past in that show. Have solid axles.
Yeah, they had to build rugged stuff to survive.
So I'm like, in the year 2100 or 2090, whatever. I know it's supposed to be like 100 years in the future from now, basically.
People will still be using the references from our show with the 8-lug episode, building these futuristic vehicles. They'll probably be far better axles.
Like I said before, I would love it if, 400, 500, 600 years in the future, somebody is listening to old podcasts from
That'd be great. Examples of what not to do in the future.
Yeah, and they're listening to a couple idiots that, just ramble on about.
I love it. I don't care. I love it. Hi, future people. Hopefully you're watching, too.
Let's take a quick break, buddy. Let's re-ground ourselves on this Area 51 episode.
See you in a minute.
Hey, it sounds like it's time to swap out that old engine for something better, John.
Yeah, man, but I have so much into my trans and transfer case set up already. I don't want to change those too.
Sounds like you need to call Quick Draw Brand Adapters. They specialize in conversion bell housings for nearly all diesel and gasoline engines, including the new 2.8R Cummins.
You know, I like weird engines, though. I want something different.
Then you definitely need to visit QuickDrawBrand.com today. They have those hard-to-find parts. They also have used diesel engines available. You can call them at 513-446-9654.
Cool, I'll do that. See what they have. Thanks.
We good?
Yeah, we're going.
We're go?
You sure? Just heard me go, oh, it's so good.
Oh, whatever. So anyways, man, what?
Just roll with it. I love it.
Yeah. You know,
it's going to be a fun episode.
It is. I like thinking about the future of things. Mm-hmm. I like thinking about the future of off-roading. I think
about future guns I'm going to get.
Did you see...
seeing the end of Project XJ. Or completion of.
Yeah.
That's a better phrase of it. I don't want to see the end of it.
In quarantine, you should do this.
I know. I was actually discussing that with a buddy of mine over a couple of beers and a fire the other day about getting out there and starting to at least get going on it again. Get that rocker tube welded in.
There you go.
I have the support in there. Now I just have to put the jack on it. And
yeah, you know what the hell? We're like, I think this is probably 3 or 4 episodes now that we have not done any sort of 4x4 news.
I don't know. I don't remember. But sure.
Sure, go ahead. Give us your Project XJ updates.
No, that was it.
Oh, good. Yeah, all right. Well,
it's painted, ready to be welded in. I still have to do it. I think that was the last update.
Project Excursion update.
In all fairness, it had gotten really cold, and now it's not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Project Excursion just recently got an oil change.
Oh.
But on top
Were we talking about that last week?
We were. On top of that, when I was laying under there looking at the underside of that vehicle, I'm like, wow, there is a lot of rust.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been under that thing in like a year, and it is leaking so much oil that everything under there is covered in oil, so I don't know how much...
Welcome to the club, buddy. Don't worry about any more rust.
I literally have former body braces that are just hanging there. They're not attached to anything.
I'm not quite that bad yet.
It is I don't know how. Bad.
I mean, I have like the body mount from the tub.
Yeah.
The rubber and then the frame mount, and then there's a gap all around.
Well, I mean, I'm at that point where I'm like, do I attempt to weld all this in? Do I attempt to body swap it? Do I just drive it until something major falls off and then replace it?
That's kind of where I'm going.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was going to try and fix it, and I had plans to buy all the reinforcement stuff I needed to. And then I was under there one day looking, I'm like, yeah, I just got to tub swap it. It's not worth fixing.
Even if you don't tub swap it, I mean, even if you just bought a clean TJ and just swapped over all your parts, you know?
That's an idea, too, but I really like my heavy-duty frame repair, and I don't want to have to refigure out how I mounted the engine mounts.
Oh, there's that.
That was such a pain.
You could do it again, easy enough.
I'm sure I could. I still want to do this. I need an LJ from a front-end collision. I want the firewall back. I'm going to cut it right at the firewall. I'm going to cut mine behind the B-pillar and make a custom 4-door TJ.
With a really long bed.
Yeah. I'll do it one day. I don't care how bad it looks. I'm going to do it.
Your breakover angles can be terrible, man.
I don't care. That'd be cool as hell. Custom 4-door. It's. I mean, they're not that much longer than the TJs. They're longer, but...
Yeah, no, I think it's something like, I don't know, 14 inches or something.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's a little closer to like a truck at that point.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool as hell.
I think you'd be probably in the neighborhood of the length of a Gladiator.
Probably, thereabouts. Yeah.
It'd be pretty much a TJ Gladiator by the time you're done.
At that point, I'd have to go to a full long arm suspension, which I'm okay with doing that anyways. Sure. I want to eventually. I mean, I'd have to lengthen the rear drive shaft, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Obviously the suspension change, but I figure... I know a guy who gets the LJs in every now and then, gets between 10 and 14 grand on them.
Yeah. They're pricey, man.
Yeah, that's why I need to find one in a rollover. If I got to do body work on the rest of it, so be it.
Yeah.
But... I want to do it so bad.
Or to stretch a TJ tub.
No, it's not the same. I want to bastardize too.
Well, I'm just saying stretch another, I don't know, whatever you can
Nah. I like the idea of doing that. I like doing stupid stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
That would be cool.
So, Project Excursion, with us being in the middle of Armageddon right now, I mean, do I just want to just cut all the rust out and just put, like, diamond plate?
Plated in. I thought about that, too.
And just make it a complete bug-out vehicle.
I kind of did see a guy who did that with an XJ.
I could call it the Boogaloo Choo-Choo.
I love it.
All right.
No, this guy was, so on the XJs, I don't know if you remember ever being on yours where the shocks mount. There's like a whole support that goes left to right on it.
Yeah.
It's the rear cargo support, part of the frame.
Sure. Yeah.
So this guy's was completely rotted out. Like you said, hanging down in pieces. So the guy cut all of it out, plated everything in with like 3/16 steel.
There you go.
And then just welded shock tabs on, and it looked amazing. I took screenshots of it. It's a backup idea.
I mean,
it looked great. Mine are solid.
Yeah.
It's weird seeing so many of these on these Facebook pages I'm on that are so badly rusted. They've got half the miles mine do. They're in better climates than mine has ever been. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing left of them. I can't believe how good of shape mine is in compared to these.
That's because no one's driven on yours on the road for the last 20 years.
10.
All right.
Maybe 12.
Yeah, exactly.
But regardless, I mean, you see the miles difference. I'm seeing some of these 120,000 miles. There's nothing left of the unirails.
True.
Mine are solid front to back.
Okay, fair enough.
Solid. And I'll stick back with the old idea. Some of the older metals were better.
Okay.
Like the whole block concept on those. The older blocks were better than the HO blocks. Mm-hmm. Let me rephrase it. They were stronger.
Okay.
There's just a difference in manufacturing at the time. So, anyways, out of the specifics.
So back to our futuristic Wheelin on other
Area
planets.
51.
Area 51.
Planets.
That would be, there you go. That would be a concern for off-road vehicles. Like, let's say, I didn't read the article. I just saw something the other day about how they're building the first, or they have a challenge, I think is what it is out there, for people to build a Venusian rover, because they want to explore Venus, which is our closest planet to. It's closer to us than Mars.
Yeah.
But part of the problem they have is there's so many, I think it's acids in the air and various other corrosives that there's a lot more challenge to build a vehicle for Venus that will travel along that's not obviously going to corrode apart or just destroy itself.
And weigh 50,000 tons.
So, yeah. So what do they do? So that's a challenge there for other planets and other...
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things. People talk about spaceships and they talk about going to all these other planets and doing all these other things, and there's sci-fi in the movies. But the reality is the surfaces of these planets we're still going to explore via vehicle, most likely.
At some point, anyway.
Yeah. And it's going to be different surfaces for each one, so they need to have something that's going to be...
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably purpose-built for each planet.
Oh, I'm sure. It'd be interesting to see, though, what they come up with when that... I mean, hopefully we're still around.
Dude, I plan on being.
Yeah. God, it'd be so cool to do that. I've always loved the concept of the whole Stargate thing.
Yeah.
Just, going to exploring other planets like that, seeing the different cultures that were, I'll say, stalled in evolutionary time due to lack of outside influences. I love that concept about those.
Why don't you go hop in the one downtown?
The Sonic Ring?
The one downtown Detroit.
Oh, yeah, because I don't know how to turn it on.
Oh,
They don't have the dialing program.
Yeah, in case any of our listeners don't know, there is a Stargate in downtown Detroit.
Just about.
In Campus Martius Park. I mean, this thing looks like a Stargate.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I don't know.
You and I, that was our first TV appearance together, was on there, down at Campus Martius.
Together, yeah.
Yeah, together. We were on Detroit 187.
Yep. I was on the news once or twice before that with the dive team, different dive team. But yeah, no, that was Detroit 187 was there. That was still one of my favorite.
I think I was
video
on
shoots
Cops
I've
a
been
couple times before that.
I don't know if I want to know. Nice. I mean, I was with the cops, but that doesn't really count.
I'm not going to say which side I was on,
Oh, now I want to know. After there, we were supposed to tell me something last week. Anyways.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
But, we're having a lot of fun with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I just, thinking of the various challenges of exploring other planets, and like we said, do aliens wheel somewhere? I mean...
Oh, they have to.
You think so?
I'm sure about that, or, like the Star Trek little shuttle ships they fly around or something.
How cool would that be if someday we are contacted by another civilization and we make contact and there's this exchange of histories and lifestyles and everything, and we're able to be peaceful and this and that, and we can someday have alien off-road vehicles in the museum.
That would be awesome. I hope that any of them people out there listening, or those other races, intelligent beings, will consider the Museum of Off-Road Adventure as their primary display and ambassador to the United States and the world, that, we will display and tell their story of everything.
There you go. I mean, I think I agree.
As long as we get to play with their guns.
Well, I would love if we ever find, say, a flying saucer encased in ice in Antarctica or something like that, to have it on display in the
That would
museum.
be cool.
I mean, that's an off-road
Here's the question:
vehicle.
do we hang it or do we put it on the ground?
I don't know. It depends. Does it have landing gear or not?
I don't know. I mean, I would assume it would. Or does it just sit there and float? In which case, that'd probably be the easiest thing to move around. So we'll put it on the ground.
Even on that note, I would love, I don't know if they still are in existence, I would love to have a real flying saucer in the museum.
No, you're throwing me for a loop.
What do you mean now I'm throwing you for a loop? During World War II, at the very end of World War II, the Nazis experimented with the flying saucer design.
I remember seeing little bits of that.
Yeah, there's old black and white photos of things they were messing with, and none of them were highly successful, supposedly.
Yeah. Well, they say that's what they want us to do.
Yeah, that's what they want us to believe, but it would, if there's one of those suckers out there that somehow ended up in private hands, or, I don't know.
Probably not in the U.S., but if we had a way to get them.
Have you seen the flying wing, the Nazi flying wing that was in, or that's in the Smithsonian?
I don't recall, honestly.
I've seen that. Have you been to the Smithsonian?
No.
The Air and Space? Oh, you have never been to the Air and Space Museum?
I have not, no.
Super cool. They have one of the...
It's in like D.C. or something,
I don't
isn't
know.
it?
Yeah,
Washington, I've never been there.
I don't know what it is called specifically, but there's it's a flying wing, and it was built during World War II, and it looks like a stealth bomber.
That's cool.
It's super cool to see. It is super, super neat to see.
Nice.
And it was like a secret for years and this and that. But now they have one there I think it's the only one known to exist, and they're restoring it.
Well, so you mentioned a secret. This is one of these facts I read about Area 51.
You had to close your computer so they didn't see you.
Oh, no, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
They're probably watching us now, but whatever. No, so Area 51 wasn't even officially acknowledged as existing by the CIA until 2013.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and that was only due to the Freedom of Information Act.
And Google Earth.
Yeah. Well, let me open it back up.
There's what?
There is a name for it outside of Area 51. Where'd it go here? Officially called, that's going to go, Homey Airport or Groom Lake.
Homey?
Homey. Homey.
All your homies are there?
I guess so. It was named after the salt flat situated next to its airfield.
So weird.
So,
well, Area 51 is a section of the base that's there.
Yeah, I had read something about that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go
it's not the entire
this,
base.
Yeah.
It's
something like a 6x10 mile thing or something.
Whatever happened with that Storm Area 51 thing? Didn't like 37 people show up and have a party or something?
Yeah. I have no idea.
I don't think they knew.
I found it up. God, I don't know. That's so stupid. That irritates me.
Just because you can't Naruto run.
I'm not going to try. It is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. And I'm going to leave it at that because I have nothing nice whatsoever to say about it. It just irritates and pisses me off.
I love those memes right now that say, all these people freaking out about, what's going on right now. It's proof that they couldn't handle, what would have been an Area 51.
Yeah. At the same time, it's, proof we can't handle hearing the truth about aliens. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad but true.
Man,
I would love it. That'd be great.
What? You're talking about the.
No, meeting aliens and learning the truth.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the meme that's going around. Never mind. Not gonna even say it. I'll tell you in the break. Let's just take a break.
Sounds good. We'll see you in a minute.
Spring. It means so many things. Birds, flowers, warmer temperatures, and let's not forget, bugs! Don't let pesky bugs take over your home. Call ABC Home and Commercial Services. They have the solution for your spiders, wasps, box elder bugs, Asian lady beetles, cluster flies, and more. ABC Home and Commercial Services, the best in pests. Call 810-794-5678.
I just realized something here, John. Anyone, like if we do hashtag Area 51 or anything like this, especially on the YouTube video, anyone who is expecting to hear like this conspiracy stuff and all this is going to be like so disappointed by this episode because,
Sorry.
because
you got to check your mic. It's like twisting bad.
what's wrong? Oh, there we go. But
Lock it back down. It's falling already.
Because we are there you go. Are you happy with that?
It works. It's all right.
Because I mean, we're not big conspiracy guys. We don't
Not really.
We don't really research into that. We don't.
I don't get that deep into it now.
No.
I believe there's a lot we're not being told. I guarantee that. But
Yeah, like the schedule for next year's when the McRib's coming out.
yeah, that for example. No, I know people who've been involved in military operations in the past that knew about technology that was not publicly available or publicly known about till like the last few years that they've been using since the 70s.
Oh, absolutely.
Stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I know a guy that basically has been working for an electronics let's just say mobile technology laboratory. Mm-hmm. And he was telling me how they were playing with smartphones back in the late 90s.
Oh, yeah.
But, obviously these things didn't even become a thing until...
Again, we remember talking about the watch a couple episodes ago. The MSN watch I was talking about.
Oh, yeah,
The smartwatch before the smartwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I like to be an optimist. I like to think about all of these great technologies that could possibly come in the future. Space travel. I love the idea of space travel.
Absolutely.
I love it.
God, that'd be great. It's there. We just haven't gotten it yet. So.
It's money. It's necessity.
That's the biggest thing. There's so much that has to be put towards the development of it. And unfortunately, it is an astronomical cost to do that.
I read a while ago, and it was actually the first time my eyes really opened up. And I wish I had it in front of me because I'm only thinking of it right now. But it really opened my eyes to the question of why we have not returned to the moon and continued with a lot of stuff that we were originally doing, like in the 60s where we were just hard and heavy in early 70s. And it explained that, I guess, sometime in the early 70s, the way that funding for NASA is changed. And what ended up happening is every time we now have a different Congress, different president, they vote on the funding for NASA and all this and that. And things are always changing up. So NASA can make these big plans like we're going to go to Mars and we're going to do this by this year.
But the budget changes the next
budget changes. And it's constantly...
Can't lock anything down if there's no predictability to it.
Exactly. And that's why you got guys like Elon Musk with SpaceX where he's just like...
Doing it on his own. Forget you, I'll do it.
I do believe that SpaceX is probably going to be the first one to go to Mars or to do some of the next stages. The
crazy thing, we're sitting here right now... Obviously, I don't have these numbers in front of me, but you can pay for a trip to space on, SpaceX or whatever. They had that one billionaire that paid for a trip to go to space or something like that.
Are they doing the trips now?
I don't know if they are for sure now, but I'm just the evolution of this. I mean, to the future from now, you've got how much it's going to cost now. Call it $1 billion. They're going to put you on a rocket, send you to space for a weekend, and come back.
Nice.
And then you look 20 years in the future, it's going to be like $300 or something.
It very well could be.
Yeah. That's the part I'm looking forward to, is when it actually comes down to, you and me and go, hey, let's go do an episode on the moon. They released a new Mars, moon rover today.
Sure.
And we can just go there and interview the manufacturer that's there.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be like $20 or something.
That would be
That'll be great.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. Do you think they're having any coronavirus concerns on the International Space Station?
Is there anybody up there right now? They're probably the only immune. Well, they are the only immune people.
Producer Andrew, is there anybody on the International Space Station right now? Well,
Producer Andrew they're the only safe people everywhere.
So I wonder if they're going to delay them coming back to Earth right now.
Depending on the amount of supplies they have.
I wonder. I mean, that's...
Can you look that up? Or see if you can find anything real quick on it?
Yeah, he's like, no.
Yeah.
Producer Andrew's like, screw you.
I would, but I've got no internet.
But yeah, no, I mean, that's the weirdness.
That's a thought, yeah.
You have a worldwide pandemic like this, like what's...
Yeah.
Everyone... Or I was also wondering, are they having any problems in Antarctica? Probably not.
I would imagine not, just due to the lack of travel.
Contact.
I mean, I'm sure they're hearing about it, and they're just limiting people going there.
Yes.
But
So,
I still want to go there. It's still in my job search history. I've got a couple searches saved for positions.
I had an offer there.
I remember talking to you about it. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, because I forgot to do this the last 4 episodes.
Producer Andrew says there are currently 3 people on the International Space Station.
Oh,
They
nice.
may be the last 3 people in the world.
Perhaps. Anyways, before I forget this again. So this goes back a while now. You posted a letter you got from Peterson's about the whole magazine and lack of print.
True.
What did that letter say? 'Cause you posted the picture. I'm pretty sure we never discussed it, though. I could be wrong.
That they were extending your subscription over to 4-wheeler.
Yes. And it just carries on?
Yep.
Huh.
Because they're not getting rid of 4-wheeler right now.
No, I remember that part.
They're keeping 4-wheeler because it is so much better content with so many more ads, so you know who you need to purchase your products from.
I'll say this on there. That's the sole reason I didn't get that magazine is there were so many ads.
It's like 75% ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on before.
Yep. So now.
So what if you wanted to cancel your subscription? They gonna refund it?
Oh, now I had.
I would have.
What are they going to refund the $13 a year I paid or whatever?
Yeah, I would want that back.
No, it's fine.
okay.
I do read through them, but I'm going to tell you right now that
Still
four-wheeler.
got 3 years of it. I never even.
What's weird to me is 4-wheeler is like the paper version of Instagram because the pictures in it are super high res, super.
See, I like that.
Well, no, they're super high res. They're super cool action shots.
Yeah,
but I don't see the content being like Peterson's was.
See,
I miss Peterson's.
Love the builds. That was why I got the Peterson's magazine was the builds and some of the new product stuff. And like I said, I had 2 or 3 years worth of them in a stack that I used to read it cover to cover. Mm-hmm. Every article in it, whether I liked the vehicle or not. I don't remember why, but I kind of fell behind for a while. Excuse me. So I got to the point I'd just read through and what interested me I'd read. And I got through about 6 months pretty quick. And then again, something else came up and I just stopped reading them. So I still have a huge stack of them I haven't even gone through.
Oh, the Petersons?
Yeah. I don't even know. They're packed in the basement somewhere.
You know, I'm going to tell you right now, unless something changes majorly, I'm not going to be renewing 4-wheeler when it comes to... I mean, there was a reason that I had 4-wheeler years ago. There was a reason I got rid of 4-wheeler. I've got 4-wheeler again. It's telling me again why I didn't have 4-wheeler. And I'm not bashing 4-wheeler. I just think that there's...
I haven't even seen one of those in so long. If you got one, I'd love to flip through. And your stack of mail from today.
Yeah, I got one today in the mail.
Nice.
But I mean, I don't know if this one's any better or any worse, but the last one I got was so much ads, man.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that.
And I get that they have to... pay for their space. I know my mom owns a newspaper. They have to pay for ad space, but there's a certain point where your content, you still have to have content that people want to pay for.
Yeah.
I have no interest in paying for a pamphlet full of advertisements.
Yeah. I get that crap in the mail every Sunday.
Exactly.
Even that.
Speaking of the Thumbprint news that my mom owns, I've started writing for them a little bit. I just did a really interesting piece on, and maybe we could do an episode someday, but you know how we talk about sometimes those automotive histories or mysteries and stuff? Mm-hmm. I found myself asking the question through a random Google rabbit hole that I was in the other day, which you've been in those before.
Yes.
Who
Before I knew it at 6 a.m.
was the first female truck driver?
Like race truck or?
No, like big rig. And I actually found the story. It's debated who the first one is. Mm-hmm. And I found the story of two awesome women pioneers who were truck drivers.
Nice.
And I ended up writing a feature-length article.
Oh, cool.
For the Thumbprint News. And that'll be coming out here in a month or two in the Thumbprint News. And,
very cool.
I'll share that on... it is a really interesting story, these two women. Yeah. But, so it's kind of fun, doing stuff like that.
I thought it'd be cool to do that kind of thing.
Right?
Yeah, I've never done anything to that scale before.
She's looking for writers and stuff.
We'll talk later.
Okay. All right. Well, dude, rambling on, you got anything else about the Little Green Men you want to talk about?
I mean, if we get really into the whole thing, we could go all night. So probably not. Yeah. Right. I don't know if you got any other news and museum stuff or anything.
Well, like I said, our mask.
I mean, I know we covered that pretty good last time.
Yeah, our last episode, I was talking about our mask drive and things like that, and our supply drive. Did pretty good with that. I once again like to thank.
It's been a whole week since we last talked.
Yeah,
so.
Mayor Pro Tem Rocky Gillis. Yeah. Mayor Pro Tem Rocky Gillis. Thank you very much, again, City of Algonac, for bringing all that stuff. In 4x4 news, not seeing much right now. Something big pops up.
You're kind of packing up for something. Oh, we got a little bit of static there, folks. I think you misheard what was said.
Yeah, all right. We will see. We will talk about those things after they happen. Yes.
Good call.
And
so you posted on Facebook that you were cleaning it out. You said the normal smell of those vehicles is not cement mix?
No, that's for sure. Yeah, there was.
And somehow you've acquired a stockpile of different sized drywall screws, as I understand.
Oh, my God. There was so many drywall screws in that thing. Everywhere. And
that's
earplugs.
Awesome.
And, it was.
With some, 57 right-hand gloves, 4 left-hand.
Something like that, yeah. It was pretty bad.
That is awesome.
Somebody keeps stealing my left-hand gloves.
That is awesome.
So, all right, dude, do your thing. I know you're ready. You got it in front of you. So go ahead, John.
Okay. Well, if you guys do have any questions or comments about this or any of our episodes, get a hold of us on our 4x4 Talk page on Facebook. Leave us a question or comment. Find that just a quick Google or quick search on Facebook for 4x4 Talk. A few quick questions, and we'll get you right into the page and go ahead and ask away. We do have a lot of bonus content available on patreon.com/Wheelin Radio. Access as low as $2 a month. You get a lot of extra content we don't go over in the show. It's a little more fun than, I don't want to say more fun, but a little more loose than this.
As if these two haven't been loose. I mean, last couple of weeks. I mean, we need to figure out something for episode 52 that we actually have
something good, yeah. I was thinking a year in review. Anyways, but if you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to like it and subscribe.
Oh my God, is 52 a year?
Yeah, 52 is 1 year. Yeah. And like and subscribe to us, get access or get all this content as it comes in. And as always, thanks for listening and have a good one, everybody.